everyone, welcome to another episode of Paradise Lovin' Veggies. I'm Samantha Janes, and we've gotten a lot of rain the last few days, so the weeds that I was already stressing over are stressing me out a little bit more, but nonetheless the garden's looking pretty good. So I figured I would take you on a little walk and kind of catch you up on what's going on here at the farm. Gosh, I feel like I'm super under pressure, but that's how it goes this time of year. It's kind of like a triathlon for longer than 3 months. So here we go. Got some starts that I put out here to harden off. They're not quite ready to go in. They got a little bit frostbitten, but there is some new growth here. You can see the little, where is it, right there, new little leaf in here. Somewhere, there's my finger, there it is. So I think these guys are gonna survive. Got watermelon, different types of pumpkins and squash. They do look a little bit sad, but I've got faith. Here's some scarlet runner beans. If you remember last year, I had those on the ladders, 2 of which I gave away to a friend of mine, so we'll just do 1 ladder this year with the scarlet runners. I've got some lettuce starts ready to go in. Got some thyme and some orange thyme. Got some German chamomile there I'm hoping to get planted today. The new patio area is looking pretty good. I did take the cushions off of my fabulous lounge chairs because we've had the rain. And I'm working on getting a little fire pit going here, which should be really nice. And so, yeah, it's looking pretty good. Again, weeding situation, a big thorn in my side, but that's par for the course around here. This is my Katsuma tree. You can kind of see there growing with some borage, lots of borage. Borage is great because it's self-seeding, and you can pick the flowers. They use them a lot of times on wedding cakes, and they are edible. In case, a little bit like cucumber. They're pretty good if you like to eat flowers, which I do. That's the old compost area there. Looks kind of ugly, but stuff's growing in around it. This is my apple mint. It's looking pretty darn good. I did a lot of weeding in here a couple weeks ago. Got some prickly lettuce this year in the garden, and it's really a drag. This is what it looks like when it's small and it's prickly. And we'll see if I can't show you some bigger examples of it. So that's lemon balm there looking good. Some fennel. That's some spearmint right here. I'll get a close-up. That's growing in. Got some thyme up here and a little rosemary plant growing there. I've got marjoram and oregano there. My sage bush is doing fabulous, as you can see. I cleaned up this area and roped it off and planted some catnip here, which is that stuff there. And I need to do a little bit more weeding. My basil isn't doing so hot. You can see it there got a little bit burnt during the frost, but I've got more that's seeding in the greenhouse. That right there, oh gosh, what is it? Come on, Sam. I'm gonna think of that in a minute. Oh, farmer brain happening. Oh goodness. So you can see all the lupine here. This stuff all seeded from one plant in the last 5 years. It's all from one plant and the seeds going wild. And this stuff looks really cool when it starts shooting the flowers up. Okay, so over here we've got some rhubarb. It's looking pretty good. Getting some red on it. That's my new flower area that I planted, which I'm pretty happy about. It'll be a combination between tubers that'll come back yearly and then annual flowers that are good for cutting. My cat mint, not to be confused with catnip, is doing really well. And I've got some plants planted in here, and sadly I don't know if my little bleeding heart's going to come back. It's back there. You can barely see it. It's very much struggling. Some Sweet William there in the front. Calendula is doing great around the garden. That's exciting. I love calendula. Those are edible also. Here I've got a really big thyme plant and some more fennel, both doing very well. My green onion area is doing fabulous. Been harvesting off of those plants. Strawberry bed's looking really, really well. Strawberries are starting to bloom. There's actually only one in this bed that I'm questioning if it's going to come back or not. There's Ruby, of course. Just put down some black plastic to kind of kill out the grass before I plant that area. As you can see where Ruby's standing there, that was all nice soil that's now grown in with grass. Over in the distance there where you see the trash can, that's going to be a wash station for vegetables. I'm kind of working on that. This is that area that I planted with the carrots. I've got onions around the border, and it is a weedy mess, as you can see. But if you look in there, there are some carrots growing. Carrots are kind of slow to germinate, and they take a while. They don't always germinate evenly, so you've just got to be really, really patient. I did weed that area the other day, but you can't even tell. I can tell, but you can't really tell. So over here I've got lettuce, and it's looking really good. These are some big heads here of Gully's favorite, which I've been wanting to actually try some and see, because this wintered over. It's a little bit bitter. A little bit bitter indeed. Not bad though. That was a lower leaf. I bet the ones in the middle are a little bit better. And I can't say I wouldn't eat this in a salad, because it actually tastes pretty good. That's a beautiful piece of lettuce. It's good. Okay, still got the kale growing. It's going to seed from last year here. Let's walk around this way. I don't confuse you here. Leeks are doing really well. These were planted last fall. They're doing really well. It's my dahlia area. I'm hoping the tubers come up. Otherwise, I'll be really sad because it's a really big area. The grass is sure coming up. I guess that's a good thing. Little rogue strawberry plant in there. I've noticed a couple of those. There it is right there around the garden. So this is my elephant garlic area. And you can see how nice they're doing. Pretty soon they'll be putting up a little flower. It's called a garlic scape, and they're super yummy. So I'm looking forward to that. The area over here is all brassicas. I've got broccoli and collard greens and cauliflower. My 3 types, big shocker of kale are in here. Got Swiss chard. I've got cabbage. I've got some kohlrabi. I just started weeding the area in back, which is Brussels sprouts. But gosh, they seeded really few and far between. I'll take you a walk over here and show you. Kind of a bummer when stuff doesn't seed. These I started as starts. Those are Brussels sprouts. And you can kind of see, I know it's super weedy and crazy, but you can kind of see where I weeded. And this is a Brussels start right there. But like I said, they're really few and far between. So I'm going to have to add some more seeds or possibly put in some more starts. So this area I'm trying really hard to keep weeded. This is going to be pumpkins, baker pumpkins over in this area. Got some potatoes started here. And these are little potato starts coming out. They're so cute. So that's exciting. That's the big pumpkin patch area. We'll be planting that May 1st. I hand raked that whole area. That took me, about 3 hours. It was 4 musical CDs worth. and I got that all raked out. So I've got to run water lines. This area is going to be green beans. Had some kids helping me weed it the other day. I planted some snap peas, my favorite Amish snap peas, and they were doing really poorly. So put some worm compost on them. And I wanted to show you the difference in the color here. You can see how yellowy these are, and the new growth is green. So that means that the soil is becoming healthier, which is what I wanted. So this eventually lattice will all be beans like it was last year, which will be really pretty. Got a new compost area I built here. You can see it's been put to good use already. And let's see, what else do we got for you? The spinach. Spinach is starting to take off. These plants are looking really good here. These were a little bit bigger starts than the little babies. And you can see some of these first leaves here. I can pop off here. And these will be taken off here really soon. The rain is great for just giving plants an extra boost, but it also, of course, gives the weeds an extra boost. So for what it's worth, it's just part of the farmer's plate. This is that area where we planted the garlic most recently on the show, and it's starting to sprout. You can see the little sprouts there. Some of that's grass, some of that is garlic. Just got to know what you're picking when you do the weeding. This area here with the bordered rocks, I had planted marigolds in, and they all died. So I've got more seeding, pop those in there. Planted a bunch of calendula in this little area here, which is going to look, oh look, there's a little flower. Oh, it's so cute. There we go. So that's exciting. This is the area I planted with a bunch of stuff. And come on, farmer brain, work with me here. There is some beets in there, and there's some carrots and another type of beets and turnips. That's the word I was looking for. So turnips are what you can see obviously growing the most. And I am starting to get some of the beet starts. Those are Detroit red beets right there. Not that. That's not a beet, but those are beets right there. And I got, let's see, over here, more onions. Onions and some leeks that I planted. The leeks were kind of a mystery plant. I thought they were onions, and I popped them in, and then I actually read the package that my friend had given me. So that should look nice when they grow in. It'll be a little bit different of stuff. So anyways, I think that's it for today. I'm going to sign off and get back to work. Obviously, I've got lots to do, and I'll be back soon. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching. Bye.